Hello. So today I'm going to be showing you how to create branded images using ChatGPT for your business on the free version, even better. I'm also going to be teaching you some little tips on how to refine those images that ChatGPT creates, because all too often people are actually putting in the wrong commands or doing it slightly differently. And when you ask it to edit an image it's created, it creates a completely different image. That's because there's one step that you need to take so that you can actually edit the image it's created. And I'll be showing you this at the end of this slideshow. So I'm Bex from Social Media Executive, and I'm a social media trainer. And I train busy business owners to create consistent and compelling social media. Part of this is we run a group called the Social Flock, which is Barbara. You'll see here, Barbara is our mascot, and we create lots of content each week, make sure support each other with his members. We have an online group where we come together every week on Zoom and we create our content together on social media so that you make sure you get your content out every single week. And we're getting amazing results from some of our members. So if you want to do your social media in-house, but you need a little bit of training support, then do join the Social Flock, and I'll be sharing those details shortly. So today we're going to be using ChatGPT, the free version. Okay. I'm just going to click through here. So I'm going to show you an example. Now, ChatGPT Image Creator is getting better and better. When it first launched, it was brilliant in the free version. It's getting a little bit more restrictive because they're trying to encourage you to pay for the version. But if you only need one image a day, then actually the free version is all you need, really. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through step by step how to create different types of images for your brand, for your company. I'm going to go through the pros and cons, what you should and shouldn't do, and give you some inspiration and ideas on what you can create. Okay. Now, if you have got any questions as we're going along, please do join the chat. Put any questions in the comments, and I will help you to answer those. Okay, right. So what we're looking at here then. So these are some of my fabulous flockers in the Social Flock. So we won one of our meetings, and this was a webinar that I was running. And I took a screenshot with their permission, of course. And I said, do you know what? We just had a little bit of a giggle. I said, we should be all change us all. Let's all change us all into sheep. Okay. As a bit of a laugh for the Social Flock to sit with the branding. So all I went into ChatGPT, and what I did was I typed in this: please change all these faces on a Zoom capture into sheep faces. Because what you can do on ChatGPT is you can actually upload images for it as reference. All you need to do is click this button here. Once you've typed in your message, click this button and then add photos and files, and you can upload an image as reference. So basically, it turned us all into sheep. It created this image. Now, it wasn't brilliant. So, all the expressions are the same. So again, I was like, not 100% happy with that. So then I asked ChatGPT underneath, could you give them different expressions? So again, here we go. We got lots of nice different expressions here, but they all look a bit sad. I was like, when I was sad in the Social Flock, so they all look a bit sad. So I then asked ChatGPT, could you make them all look happy or excited in different ways? And it created this image. Now, again, very similar expressions. The eyes are slightly different, but I was much happier with that result. So again, you can create an image and then you can ask ChatGPT to edit it. However, I'm going to be coming on at the end of this video stream in a couple of minutes. I'm going to be showing you a little thing you need to do when you are asking the ChatGPT to edit these images to actually do it properly. So I'll be showing you that in a minute. Otherwise, it skews all the results. Okay. So we created this. So this is brilliant. You can have a lot of fun. You can change people's faces. Ideal if people don't like to have the photos on social media. You can change them in all different ways. So the other thing that I did, and you probably see the trend, I've got actually another video on how to create a toy using ChatGPT that I recorded. But this one was basically I uploaded, using the same method, I uploaded a picture, my logo of the social flock. And I just said, please, could you create an image of a 3D toy named Barbara? Now, I've put a lot more detail into this description because if you are wanting to use brand colours, brand fonts, you've got to be a bit more prescriptive. Think about if you were asking a member of staff to do something for you, maybe you are outsourcing some graphic design work, they would ask you for a whole lot of information in order to get an accurate result. So for this one, I just put, could you create an image of a 3D toy named Barbara? Because that's what Barbara, our mascot, is called in the social flock, displayed in a clear plastic blister package with a green and blue background using the colours in the logo. So again, I've said green and blue background using these colours. You can put the hex codes in if you have brand colours to get those colours really, really spot on. So you can put in your hex codes if you want to. But then again, I've said include the name Barbara and a job title social media influencer at the top or the bottom. She's typically got a flower in her mouth, got a smiley face and big eyes. I've attached a logo with a picture of Barbara for reference. She has a black face normally. Inside the packaging, alongside the figure, include the following accessories: phone, social media icons, a badge saying I'm a member of the social flock. So again, I've put loads of information into this, and the more information you put in, the better results you get. So this is much more accurate. Okay, so be really descriptive in your descriptions with these. Now, this is another one that I did. So Barbara, she is a little sheep. I have her here, if you can see. This is Barbara, our mascot. Now, she, I want to create realistic looking photos with her. I haven't got time to be wandering around taking photos of Barbara everywhere or the skills to do it. I'm not a photographer. So I uploaded 3 images of Barbara. Okay. And it was roast leg of lamb day. And I was thinking, well, gosh, Barbara's not going to be very happy, is she? It's roast leg of lamb day. So I just put into ChatGPT, it's a bit of a laugh. Today is roast leg of lamb day. My branding involves a sheep called Barbara. Could you create me a photo of Barbara looking horrified at plate of roasted leg of lamb? Here are some photos of Barbara. And it came up with this. So again, a brilliant demonstration of, this little toy here. Pretty good. I was really pretty impressed. And I loved the way it put this little horrified expression on her face here. And obviously that looks pretty good. Okay. So again, you can play around with virtual images to create these photos with different backgrounds, different objects. You just need to be really, really descriptive about what you want. But if you're uploading your images for reference, you can get amazing results. So for today, I put this chart. I'm not going to run through it, but I put a lot of detail in today because I thought, right, do you know what? I'm going to ask ChatGPT to create me an image to promote this live stream. I do live streams every Monday, sharing loads of tips and advice on social media. So I thought, right, I'm going to pop this in. So again, I put quite a lot of detail into this. As you can see, I talked about the font, what font style I wanted. I talked about exactly the text I wanted going in there. I talked about, where I wanted the sheep. I wanted a speech bubble coming out of it. So again, I put loads of information onto this. And it came up with this: how to create branded images on ChatGPT. Okay, so again, it's okay. Okay, it would only let me upload 2 photos for reference. Okay, 2 images for reference. So I used one image that was based on a previous live stream promotion I'd done, and I also uploaded my logo. However, I wasn't descriptive enough because the logo is not my logo. They've recreated it. The font is correct, Berkshire Swash, but the tree is not correct. Okay, so I wasn't quite happy with this. So I asked it to do something else. Okay, so again, I asked it basically, could you just remove the logo and the text? Yeah. See where it says ask anything under here? I asked it before this image was created, could you just remove the text off this images and remove the logo? But as you can see, it recreated a completely different image. And I was like, that's not what I wanted. And this is a common mistake people make when they're creating images in ChatGPT. They just go, where it says ask anything, could you just change that image? Could you just, remove the speech bubble or whatever? So for example, it came up with that. If I then go under here and say, could you just remove the speech bubble? That's going to create probably a whole new different image. So instead, what you need to do is you actually need to click on the image. Yeah. If you click on the image, you then get a new text box. It says describe what you want to add, remove, or replace. So you click on the image to get this prompt. And this is really important to keep the image the same, but make small edits to it. Because then what I put in, I then just put, could you remove the speech bubble with a small sheep, join the flock, just keep the large speech bubble. Just keep the large sheep. And it created me this. So a perfect replica. Now, if I just put in under there, ask anything, instead of clicking the image to get the new prompt box, it would have created me a whole new sheep that looked completely different. So again, you need to have a think about how you edit some of these images in ChatGPT. Now, there are lots of downsides to using the free version, and to be fair, the paid version, the processing time can take ages. And I can guarantee if you try and keep any of these images and create any of these images in an afternoon, it's going to take ages in the free version, slightly faster if you pay for ChatGPT. So a top tip from me is create images in the morning before America wakes up, because that's when the servers tend to get really hit hard. So in the morning, when a lot of people are still asleep around the world, then actually it's a lot quicker here in the UK to create those in the morning. Okay. There are downsides. You can only, upload a couple of images for reference in the free version, whereas you can do a lot more in the paid for version. And you can only do one a day. But let's face it, if you don't need to create these sorts of images on a regular basis, then the free version is absolutely adequate for what you need. Okay. And if you need some ideas on what you need to post or what you could create, then actually I've got a free download today, which is 101 content ideas for social media. So again, I'm just going to pop that in the chat for you there. So just click onto that link I've put in the chat, and you can download loads of different ideas that you can use in ChatGPT to create these sorts of images. Because I know when we're all busy, coming up with ideas is a struggle. So please, and again, do download that as a little freebie from me for a bit of inspiration. Okay, so basically, I hope you've enjoyed this live stream. It was brought to you by the Social Flock. You can join our membership group for just £25 a month. We do learn loads of stuff like what I've taught you today. We have webinars. We have 2 content writing sessions a week. This week we've got our Meet the Flockers, where we come together in like an informal networking group and share ideas, learnings about social media in an informal way. And the beauty is we're all in it to support each other. So if you're interested, you can come and join as a full fleece member and come to all the Zoom sessions, the content writing sessions. Or alternatively, if you just want to access loads of videos like this and want to learn in your own time, then you can access our portal for just £25 a month. We get new webinars every month, really in-depth training, and also loads of videos every week like this to train you how to excel on social media and get business from your social media. So please do come and join the social flock. This is sort of the topics that we cover throughout the year. We have talking about social media strategy, how we create those, how we increase engagement across our social media posts, and how we sell on social media. So again, these are all the things that we cover. And we'd just love to welcome you to the flock, where you'll get access to our fabulous portal with loads of free training, member offers, group information, content planning tools, the lot. So again, put the link in the chat, so please do come and join us in the social flock. We would love to welcome you. Thanks for watching, guys. Please do give us a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this, and do subscribe to my social media for loads more tips and advice. I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.